Morning, Trainiacs. Headed to the track for just a wee little bit of pain. Today, being track day, we are going to talk about We are going to talk about how to properly use track workouts to get as fast as possible in as little time as possible. Good stuff. Wow, this was unexpected. These kids have nerve doing a track meet at the track that their high school is at. Okay, so in the effort of not being the most ironic and taking a zillion seconds to explain how to do a very efficient short workout, we're going to get into this right away and be really quick about it. And we're going to have to improvise a little bit with some footage from last week's track workout. The workout that I want you to do is going to come in 3 phases. Go to a track, and the first phase is going to be the warm-up phase. You want to just get your blood moving, and you want to get your feet and your body used to going in different directions and just being warmed up overall. I want you to run around the track in the reverse direction of what you plan on doing the intervals on, and I want you to do this on the outside of the track in the grass. Doing this in the reverse direction, it makes sure that you're not developing imbalances by always going in the same direction, and by being on the grass, it makes your feet and your body adjust to all the undulations, so it warms you up a little bit better. You can get away with doing this for as little as 5 minutes. I like to use 10 because I'm training for a longer distance race, but past about 5 minutes you start losing efficiency because at 5 minutes you're already basically warmed up. Phase 2, this is a very critical phase. This is what you don't want to ever miss out on. This is getting your body ready to start going fast. So this is the warm-up and activation part of the workout. This is where you're doing ABC skips. This is where you're doing toe touches. This is where you're doing lunges, doing big bounding skips. And each time you do it, you're doing it about 20 to 30 steps and jogging back. So 20 to 30 A skips, jog back, 20 to 30 B skips, jog back. And what this is going to do is it's going to get your body really nice and loosened up. It's a dynamic stretch, way better than doing any sort of static stretch. Static stretches can make you slower and they can make you more susceptible to injury. And at the end of that, I want you to do some glute activation work. So we're talking just some like clamshells lying on your side to activate your glute. And what's going to happen is your entire body, all the way from your head down, is going to be activated, and your lateral stabilizer muscles are also going to be activated to get you ready for this next phase. That second phase shouldn't take any more than 10 minutes. The next phase, this is where the real work happens. And what we're going to do is we're going to be building up to max speed. And how we do that is with 4 laps around a 400-meter track. And what you're doing on each lap is on the first straightaway, you do big bounding strides, pushing off really hard, kicking your butt way in behind you. On the next curve, you're just doing steady running. On the next flat, you're going to switch from bounding strides to fast feet. So you're running fairly fast, but focusing more on getting that foot strike, just pounding off of the ground really, really quickly. That ground contact time should be nice and quick. And then on the curve again, you're just running steady. And what's going to happen with each of the 4 laps is on the first straightaway, you're doing bounding strides. On the second straightaway, you're doing fast feet. And on the curves, each lap, you're picking up the pace gradually to the point that by the time you do the last curve, you're well above your race pace. That should take somewhere around 8 to 10 minutes max. Then you're ready for the real work, and this is where we go really fast for really short to make ourselves as fast as possible in as little time as possible. So by now you should be all loosened up. You should have your body completely nice and open, ready to go fast. And what you're gonna do is 5 hard efforts. And each of those 5 efforts aren't determined by a distance around the track. It's gonna be determined by how fast you are. And what I want you to do is 5 times go really fast for about 20 to 30 seconds. So if you're fast enough to do 200 meters or 300 meters in 30 seconds, that's what you're doing. If it takes you 30 seconds to go 100 meters, that's what you're doing. These 5 efforts, however, are max. This is as fast as you can possibly go. In between them, you're jogging 200 meters, 400 meters, you're walking, whatever it takes to recover 100% to be ready for the next. Don't start that next interval until you are 100% recovered. And because you're going to that max effort, you're going to stimulate mitochondria production, allowing your body to process oxygen in the muscles a lot better. You're going to stimulate muscle growth. You're going to stimulate fat burning for the next 72 hours. And this entire workout, start to finish, might only take 30 to 35 minutes, and you've really only ran hard for a grand total of 7 to 10. So it's going to feel challenging at the end, but you're not going to be beaten down because it's not this huge, massive, long, intense workout. It's short, it's efficient, and it's going to have a huge effect on your ability to turn over quicker, and faster paces are going to feel easier. All kinds of good things. If that sounds interesting to you, short and efficient workouts like that are what the new team training platform is largely going to be based off of. So if it's sounding interesting, there is a link in the description below to the Kickstarter campaign to fund that team training platform, make it happen, build the workouts, build an app to be able to access it mobilely, because hey, we mobile. We on a bike with short shorts. And now I gotta head home and wait for that little kid's track meet to finish up. Hate to try to go and do the track workout right now and get passed by an 8-year-old. All right, later, Trainiacs.